guys, so welcome back to my channel, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about nightlife and clubbing in Korea because that's what a lot of foreigners sort of have questions or misconceptions about before they go over and actually experience nightlife in Seoul. So there's a lot of aspects to night culture and nightlife, but we're going to focus on what clubbing is like, tips and tricks, and what to expect. So if you're looking for more of a hip-hoppy, casual, and young sort of atmosphere, then I'd recommend going to Hongdae, which is close to Hongik University. So if you go there, you're looking to pay between like 10-20 bucks for cover, which is pretty cheap compared to other places in Seoul. And shots are maybe about $5 USD. It's very casual and laid back. You're gonna run into a good amount of foreigners and a lot of young kids interested in foreigners, so I think that's a pretty fun place to party. If you're looking for like purely a foreign sort of place to party, where the amount of English speakers is really high, then I'd recommend going to Itaewon, which is also pretty laid back and it's cheaper. Prices are about the same, and you are bound to run into people from all over the world in Itaewon. Not as many Koreans there, but it's a good time from what I've heard. I don't party in either place, and I frequented mainly Gangnam, so I'm going to be talking about Gangnam clubbing more. So in Gangnam, since it is the wealthiest area of Korea, if you're going to go clubbing, you're looking to pay between $30 to $40 just to get into the door. And it's cheaper if you go earlier. Sometimes clubs have specials that are brought like that they just post on their Facebook page. So maybe give them a like if you know where you're going, and you can maybe save a good amount of money. And shots go from between $10 to $20, so it's much more expensive to drink there and get in there. However, if you are an attractive male or female, your cover fee can be waived. When I was in Seoul, like I had a lot of promoter friends, and a lot of people like try to grab me when I was walking by and invite me into the clubs that they were promoting. So I never had to pay for my partying when I was in Gangnam. But they do tend to let females in for like a lower price or for free. So do take advantage of that because it'll save you quite a bit, and you can use that on booze instead. So a couple things to look out for when you are clubbing. I'm not sure about Hongdae or Itaewon, but if you club in Gangnam, then it's bound to be really packed on the weekends, especially at more popular clubs. And that being said, if you are a small female, then you will be grabbed quite a bit and groped, depending on how intimidating looking you are. I am 5 feet and 95 pounds. I'm not that intimidating looking, so I guess a lot of people saw that and they thought it would be okay to like grab me, to physically grab me, or to physically like shove a beer bottle down my throat and try to get me to drink, or shove shots at my face, which wasn't really, like, that's not gonna get me to talk to you. Yeah, they didn't ask permission, they just, you know, grabbed me, pulled me over, you know, you name it. So if you're going as a small girl, please do try to be safe. I guess watch your drinks and go with friends. Maybe try to go with at least one male friend. And if anything escalates, don't hesitate to grab a bouncer or a security guard. They're here to help. So I've had security guards help me out of some pretty bad situations at clubs before. Another thing to note about clubbing in Gangnam is that since it's not so casual, since it is more of a wealthy, upscale sort of area, they do something called water checks at clubs in Gangnam, where and a couple clubs have been found guilty of it. Some of the smaller ones in particular, and more of the like more exclusive clubs that cater to, you know, mainly models and actors and whatnot. So they basically will turn you away from the club if you don't fit the image. So if you are too fat, too ugly, too dark, or if they just don't like the way that you look, you will not be allowed in the club, whether you're dressed to the nines and whether or not you have money to pay for it. So I had that happen to a couple of my friends that I was with, and we just didn't go back there because I thought it was pretty rude. So do kind of look out for that, and I'd recommend Club Octagon and Club Eloise as a really good place that has a good mix of like foreigners as well as Koreans. So I hope this video kind of helped and it gave you like a really quick rundown of what to expect, and I'll catch you guys in my next one.